Hello, welcome to the Kansas Day Show on BDF. So we'll go ahead and start off. Kansas Day, January 29th, Kansas birthday. Kansas Day celebrates the anniversary of Kansas joining the Union on January 29th, 1861, and it's one of the most tradition-rich state holidays in the country. It's especially meaningful in Topeka, where many officials, events, and school activities take place. What Kansas Day commemorates: statehood. Kansas became the 34th state on January 29th, 1861. That's 165 years, 165 that is, okay. Origins: first celebrated in 1877 by a group of school children in Paola, inspired by a history lesson. Growth of the tradition: the ideal spread to schools in Topeka, Lawrence, Emporia, Wichita, and Fort Scott within a few years. How Kansas celebrate Kansas Day isn't a public holiday, so schools and government offices stay open, but the day is full of activities. Common traditions include school field trips to the Kansas State House in Topeka, pioneer-style meals, and Kansas history lessons. Performances of Home on the Range, the state song, special proclamations from the governor and legislature. Why it matters. Kansas Day highlights the state's role in pre-Civil War history, especially Bleeding Kansas, the heritage of the Kansas people for whom the state is named, civic pride, and the unique culture of the Sunflower State. Fun fact: sometimes the Sunflower Showdown, Kansas versus Kansas State basketball, is scheduled around Kansas Day as a nod to state pride. Kansas facts. A quick, solid rundown. Kansas has a deep history, wide open geography, and a surprising number of cultural contributions. These facts give you a clean, reliable snapshot of the Sunflower State, backed by source details. Basic state facts. Statehood: January 29th, 1861, Kansas became the 34th state. Capital: Topeka. Largest city: Wichita. Borders: Nebraska north, Missouri east, Oklahoma south, Colorado west. Nicknames: Sunflower State, Wheat State, Jayhawk State, Bleeding Kansas. State motto: Ad astra per aspera, to the stars through difficulties. Geography and landmark size: 15th largest U.S. state, 82,278 square miles. Geographical center of the lower 48, located near Lebanon, Kansas. Flint Hills, home to the largest continuous tallgrass prairie in the world. People and culture. Name origin: Kansas comes from the Kansa Kaw tribe. Native tribes historically home to the Kansa, Osage, Pawnee, Kiowa, and Comanche. Counties: Kansas has 105 counties, one of the highest totals in the U.S. State symbols: state bird, western meadowlark; state flower, sunflower. Industry and contributions: Kansas gave the world White Castle, Pizza Hut, icy drinks. Deep history: human presence in Kansas dates back over 12,000 years, with archaeological evidence of early hunters. Burnett's Mound in Topeka. History, legend, and what it is today. Burnett's Mountain is the highest natural point in Topeka and one of the city's most iconic landmarks, known for its Potawatomi heritage, sweeping skyline views, and the long-told legend that it once protected Topeka from tornadoes. It remains a popular local spot for hiking and photography, especially from Skyline Park. What Burnett's Mound actually is: location southern edge of Topeka within Skyline Park. Elevation highest natural point in the city. Access: walk the closest road from the Skyline Park lot or take the North Summit Trail from the same parking area. Native history and Chief Abram Burnett. Burnett's Mound is named for Chief Abram B. Burnett, a prominent Potawatomi leader whose Potawatomi name was Naweshma. The mound was not his burial site, despite long-standing local legend. His grave is located elsewhere southwest of the bluff. The mound was historically associated with Potawatomi stories and spiritual traditions passed down through tribal leaders. The tornado legend: for decades, Topekans believed the mound offered spiritual protection from tornadoes. That belief was shattered on June 8, 1966, when an F5 tornado devastated Topeka, killing 17 people and injuring hundreds. The storm cut a path across the city, disproving the myth that the mountain shielded Topeka from severe weather. What you'll see today is a scenic overlook with one of the best panoramic views of Topeka, trails suitable for casual hikers and photographers, interpretive value for anyone interested in Kansas history, native heritage, or local folklore. Kansas River, the call. The essential facts: the Kansas River is a 148-mile prairie river running from Junction City to Kansas City, formed by the Republican and Smoky Hill rivers and joined by the Big Blue near Manhattan. It's one of the longest free-flowing prairie rivers in the world and a major waterway for northeast Kansas. Key facts at the glance: length 148 miles, 238 kilometers. Source: confluence of the Republican and Smoky Hill rivers at Junction City. Major tributary: Big Blue River joins near Manhattan. Mouth flows into the Missouri River at Kansas City, Kansas. Basin size: 60,000 square mile, 155,000 plus kilometer. Other names: Call River, Paducah River, Riviere de Comanches, o Paducas. Cultural and historical significance. Named for the Kansa Kaw people, whose name also inspired the state's name. Lewis and Clark camped at the river's confluence with the Missouri from June 26 to 29, 1804, at what is now Call Point in Kansas City, Kansas. Recreation and natural. Hello. Let me put my let's see. Wait a minute. I'm trying to mute my mic on my Yeah, I'm planning on it. But on Monday the 2nd, I need to be here to pay my rent. 10 o'clock? Okay, thanks. Okay, bye. Well, that can be edited out. See. Recreation and natural features. Considered one of the world's longest prairie rivers, largely free of flowing without heavy damming, without heavy damming. Popular for canoeing, kayaking, rowing, fishing, and sandbar camping. Features hundreds of sandbars and islands, supporting wildlife and offering natural stops for boaters. Kansas City's along the river: Junction City, Manhattan, Topeka, Lawrence, Kansas City, Kansas. All of these communities have public access points for paddling and fishing. Let's see, okay. Kansas core state symbols are officially established by statute in all five. You ask about see. Okay, skip that and then see. Kansas state bird, western meadowlark, Sternella neglecta, adopted 1937. Kansas state animal, American buffalo, American bison, adopted 1955. Kansas state tree, cottonwood, populus, deltoides, adopted 1937. Kansas state flower, wild native sunflower, Helianthus nuus, adopted 1903. Kansas state song, home on the range, adopted 1947. Officially recognized as a state song by the legislature. And that is the Kansas Day celebration. Have a magical day and a great big... Oh, I didn't go live. Okay. Let's see. Welcome to the Kansas Day celebration. I wasted my time reading without going on the air, so